Coach, got your first win at home today in the AFEC. You want to start us off with just your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think overall, our effort was good. We talked about some things that we really need to focus on and improve on, and I thought they came out ready to execute those things. I thought the defensive effort was pretty good. We had quite a few goals going into the game, and I think we met all but two of them. So I'm proud of them. From top to bottom, I thought everybody played pretty hard and pretty well.
What does this game do for the momentum of the locker room after 5 straight losses to start the year?
Yeah, I think we needed to see this happen, so I do think it feels good. I think we played a really tough preseason so far, and so it's nice to be able to play this game at home and kind of have some momentum going into the Thanksgiving tournament that's coming up this week.
How do you kind of mix and match those feelings with going into a break, and then on the other side you have a couple of tough teams with Portland and Nevada on the road?
Right. So we actually have a couple days off. We're going to take advantage of kind of a little bit of time to have some rest and then really gear up on Monday, Tuesday, and get ready to leave on Wednesday. But we do. We have 3 tough games ahead, and they're back to back to back. And so I think we've talked a lot about resting our bodies this weekend and drinking lots of water and doing all the good things to get us ready to go on Monday, because we're going to obviously have to prepare for quite a bit with 3 games in a row. But I'm excited. I think, like I said, I think we needed to see this happen. We need to kind of get over that hump, and I think we have some really good pieces, and it just needs to all come together.
You've got a couple of freshmen sitting next
Yep.
to you, and a lot of freshmen that played big minutes tonight. Talk about their continued progress in this team.
Yeah, it's fun to see what they can do, and we see it every day in practice, and I'm really excited about this group. They're playing with a lot of upperclassmen, but I think as the season goes on, we're going to continue to go to them more and more, and they're coming along great, and I think you got flashes you got to see tonight of what they're capable of, but one of the best freshman groups that we've had since we've been here, so just really excited about these two and all of them, honestly.
Denver, how did it feel to get your first double-digit scoring game?
It was great. Just really fun being able to play with everyone and just going in and trying to do my best and play hard. But yeah, it was exciting.
And for both Denver and Kortney, now 5 games into your freshman season, what's been the biggest difference you've noticed from playing in high school last year to college basketball now?
Well, the pace of the game is, I would say, a little faster, but playing in college, there's a lot of people. This is D1, so everyone is good. So you got to bring your game every second you're on the floor.
I would just say attention to detail a lot. Sometimes in high school, things can be kind of let go. But here, it's you need to do your job or else you're getting taken out. And I've seen that. And
Coach is mean. Coach is mean.
They hold you accountable, I'll say.
Denver, when you found your way to those 10 points, what was clicking for you at the offensive end?
I would say just seeing when I was open and crashing the boards too. And also, looking for my teammates helps me get open as well, because it's just moving the ball more and then just being there when my opportunity comes.
Kortney, you had 3 offensive rebounds in this game. It looked like you were working really hard on the glass. Where does that energy kind of come from?
I don't know. I've just always loved rebounding, and that's been a big thing. That was my goal at the beginning of the game, was to get more rebounds today, try to crash the boards more. So that's what I was trying to do.
Coach, what do you see in each of these players? Maybe one trait in particular
for sure.
that stands out.
I think with Kortney, and we knew this kind of the first moment she was on the floor, she is an amazing rebounder. She's probably our best offensive rebounder every day in practice. She's also a great defender. I think she knows how to move her feet. She knows how to keep people in front of her, and she's long and athletic. Denver, I think, just has a knack for scoring around the basket. And she's honestly a 3-level scorer. She can shoot at the mid-range, she can shoot the 3, but I think she's really good at finishing around the rim, and also a great rebounder. So just excited to see, what, and she's tough. She doesn't know this, but we talk all the time about how she takes hits and it doesn't faze her, and she can go up against the bigger post and she's going to handle it just fine. So just excited for both of them.
And Denver and Kortney, you guys on defense tonight held Bethesda to 21% shooting for the game. What do you guys do differently defensively, if anything, from Wednesday night to tonight that afforded or accounted for the great defense?
I would say we were kind of mad going into the game. It's when we're losing, it's this team, we're going to just go into them. We're not letting them score we're running it up. Like, we're just like hungry for a win and hungry for stops, I would say. That's what helped us a lot with getting those stops on defense.
Yeah, just bringing the energy. Like, we didn't want another loss on our record, so playing even harder than we did on Wednesday, trying to get those stops and not letting those buckets get scored on us.
Coaches, you have the break. What, maybe besides the where you're just talking about, do you want to see carry over, maybe even improve upon still going forward into their next game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's twofold. Like, it's offense and defense. I mean, we're not shooting the ball well right now. So I think, we need to spend some time in the gym with that. I think executing on the offensive end where we're getting really good shots. We talk all the time about passing up a good shot for a great shot. And I think sometimes we do that and sometimes we don't. And so I think understanding we have a lot of people that can score the ball right now. And so it's putting them in the best spot, getting the best shot available. And a lot of it has to do with our execution. I think we executed a little bit better tonight. We obviously went against zone quite a bit. But I think with our sets as well, like, we have to be on the same page, executing, setting great screens. Like, I got to do what I have to do for my teammate to get my teammate open. And a lot of times that ends up getting you open. And so I think them understanding that.
Jaden Brown had, I think, two or three blocks in this game. I think she only got credit for 2, but maybe should have had 3. But being able to go from her to Ashley Banks at the defensive end of the floor, how big of a benefit is that for you as a coach?
I mean, it's awesome. I do think, once we get to conference, like, we have one of the bigger teams in conference with those two. And, Via is kind of a shot blocker too. So we really have 3 5s that can do that. But I thought Jaden did a really good, I thought both of them did a really good job. I thought Jaden pushed herself and ran the floor quite a bit. Same thing with Ash, like big seals. But they are a big presence. You have 6, Jaden's probably 6'2", but has a pretty long wingspan, and then you got Ash that's 6'5" in there. So we have a lot of length.
Did you feel like the looks that your team got from the outside were ones that you were comfortable with them taking?
Yes, I do, but I also felt like we could get the ball inside, and so we really talked about that. Like, we don't have to be, like, anxious to shoot the 3, even if it's wide open. Let's get the ball into the middle, and really that's where I thought our 4s, Ava, Denver, and Lexi did a really good job in there of, like, hey, this is an 8-footer. Like, this is a great shot for me, or we're getting it in there, they're collapsing, and then we're making good reads to get the ball back out. So I think there was some open looks on the 3 that we probably needed to hit, but at the same time, we could get something better tonight.
Any final questions?